What's up, everybody? Remington from Impulse Creative, and today we're going to talk about keywords. We're not talking about keywords for SEO, we're talking about keywords for your chatbots in Drift. So Drift just came out with an amazing upgrade to their playbooks that allows for you to gain intelligence in-app of the actual keywords that people are using day to day, and you have the ability to add them right into your tool. So today we're going to jump in and we're going to talk about how you can leverage this, and then a little bit further how you can leverage keywords and really start leveling up your DriftBot. As you start creating your bots, people are going to ask questions. So it's very important, one, not to make your bot seem like a human, especially in the beginning. And in some states now, I believe California, they're actually passing legislation where bots have to disclose that they're bots. So it's just something to think about. But as you start getting into this chat bot on your website, there's a lot of different routes people can take in order to get to what they need. And so in a lot of cases, if you're working on a landing page bot or a pricing page bot, things are going to be a little bit more direct. But if you are focusing on trying to drive people to certain areas of your website, or you're really focusing on that bot having an intelligent conversation to leverage and get the information that you need, it's going to go beyond just button clicks. So what I'm going to show you right now is we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you how to see a list of all of your bot conversations so you can see things at a high level. But then we're going to go deeper into the upgrades that Drift just figured out. We're in the actual people tab of a bot. So how you would get here is you would go to any one of your playbooks. You would go ahead and click the report button here. Then you would jump over to people and you'll see this button right here for send me an email of all bot conversations. So this email is going to give you a CSV that you can download, and that CSV is going to show you the conversations and what people are typing in for every single one of your questions in your bot playbook. This can be great at a high level just to zero in and understand what people are asking you and have questions about. Now, this is specific to how we used to be able to, prior to this past week, we used to be able to go in and kind of dial in the keyword usage. So you used to have to go through, make this export, look at all of the information, and then see how you could modify things. What Drift has done is they've now, inside the actual visual builder for your Drift chat playbooks, you now have the option of seeing suggestions and also looking at questions that people type in. You can click into the actual suggestions, and what you'll see is a list of all of the keywords that people are typing in. So what you can do is you can create some additional keyword groups, or you can take these keywords and add them to your conversations so you could route that conversation around. As you go through, this gives some visibility in what is happening and what's going on. So when you look at this wording and the keyword suggestions, there's a couple things to consider. One is if you're doing this for a first name or a last name, this obviously isn't going to work. But if you're asking people about what they are interested in or what kind of questions they have, or you're asking how they're looking to improve their marketing, for instance, there's going to be phrases in there that are going to be quite telling that you could start to design your keyword structure around so that you have the right questions going to the right areas and providing the right resources. So now in app, you've got this visibility so that you can create these conversations, or you could branch out and have these conversations move to different parts of the bot. So as you're going through and you're looking at some of your more complicated playbooks, start to audit and see where people get hung up. And you can do that by going to the bot flow analytics. And when you hit the bot flow analytics, you can start to see where there's fall off. So if you have a certain level of follow off, for instance, right here, this is where you might want to consider adding in keyword responses. And so if you keep track of those keyword responses and you know what's going on in that conversation, it's going to improve the overall effectiveness of your bot, and it's going to make the experience for your prospects that much better. So that's it on how to get into the new keyword strategy tool in Drift. As you're thinking about how to put together the best bot you can for your company, remember to consider the context and all of the potential outcomes that people would want to go for. And if you have just simple choice buttons for your bot flow, think about opening up keywords and starting to leverage those keywords based on that initial export to see what the conversations are happening. And then, of course, once you have that dialed in, you can start using the drift tool in order to start looking for additional suggestions. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you have any questions about conversational marketing or drift, please feel free to hit me up on Twitter at RemingtonBeg. If you'd like to see other tutorials we've done, you can go ahead and you can do that right here. And if you like to subscribe to our channel, you can go ahead and you can do that right here. Until next time, I'm Remington from Impulse Creative. Have a great day.